Adjustment on the lighting.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Like adjustment on the lighting.
Okay, lovely.
Anything else you need before you start?
Nope. Did I
YOLO.
give you the timer?
Yes, good.
Okay, great. Awesome. I think I'm okay. Hey, Paula, Johnny, can you hit the lights for us? Lovely. I think I'm okay. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Does this feel good?
This is very circular.
Is that bad?
I think it's interesting. How interesting. Nah.
You guys don't get to see.
Okay, let me just review these and we'll get started. Who would like to go first? Yep. Yes, please. Okay, hello. What do we have going for your video?
My key is to affirm what my vision is for the future.
To affirm, to affirm, to affirm.
Do you want me to read the full thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I need my mirror to affirm what my vision is, or else I'll never have the future that I've always wanted for us.
Okay, can we tweak it
Yeah.
to get on board with your vision?
Yeah.
Cause affirm still feels a
Yeah,
little like a
it's-
checkbox, does that make sense? But you really need her to like affirm, get on board, be a cheerleader and support.
Okay.
Does that make
No,
sense?
I was trying to find a good word for that, but that makes sense.
I think so, because that also for me, connects back to this idea of your mirror, because that's what you will want, like, looking in the mirror, that's the kind of confidence you will want to get from that image.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense? Okay, great. So that means that any behavior that you get from Lenani that is not a yes, I'm with you, is a loss.
Yeah.
Not to fight, but to shift and change, and does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alter
Yeah.
and right,
But
those
it's
are
like I'm
some
looking at
things.
myself in the mirror.
Yeah,
If like the reflection is not what I want, then it's not like that reflection is just to like.
get it on board, exactly, right? Pep talking, find a way, does that make sense? Okay, great. That's good, let's, and you got some consequences for yourself of like, why this has to happen right now?
Yeah, so my consequence, I'm still gonna come in with the sheet of paper,
Okay.
but for the behavior, I'll just like gesture to it.
Mhm.
But it's just like, like I wants to get the,
Yeah.
it's helping not only me, but it's also helping her and like see her.
Okay, great. Let's 86 the paper.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, let's use it. Let's see. If we don't like it, I'll 86 it after. Okay? But I think I don't want it to be an empty gesture. I want it to be connected to the timetable for you.
So maybe I will.
No, I mean, if you bring it in, this has to connect to the buyer, to the, maybe it's the thing that you drafted for the buyer, maybe, right? Because this thing is still happening, and which is very Boy Willie-ish to like hear no and still move forward. Because like, if she understands you got the perfect buyer, then her thought might change. Right? Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great, let's play. Who's on book?
I can do it because.
Oh.
Is anyone on time? Yes.
Thank you.
Matt, chill.
I know, we're like,
But Trace, did you give Max a treat?
No, he's eating.
He's like fucking it up.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad he is enjoying his meal.
Yeah.
Maybe he will not be trying to enjoy other people's. Where's Lynn? Or do we know which direction? Okay, great. Okay, Lynn, I'm just interested in your B.
In my B,
Uh-huh.
my B is embrace responsibility.
Okay, and if not,
And if not, the burden will crush me.
okay, and what are the real world circumstances that adds to the crush?
The real, like, within the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like I'm going to the bank to get the piano insured, and I'm not expecting him to come in. Like, I'm not expecting to see him. And him coming in is me realizing that, like, maybe he does want to share this responsibility with me. So, like, if he can get me, if I am convinced that he can embrace responsibility, then he can come with me and put his name on it too.
Oh,
We're sharing this
okay.
responsibility. So yeah, I changed that to try to make it more about him and me meeting him.
Okay, great. I love it. I'm switching this because I can still see you in the mirror, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Sweet. There we go. Okay, maybe not, oh, yeah.
They just have to be the same.
Okay, there we go.
And then I tilt it back a little bit so that I'm just sure it's the same.
You can put something behind it too, so you can make it like straight.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay, can you see her in the reflection?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Can I just?
Yep, you can do whatever you need to. Okay, can you let Helen know that, like, whenever things are real? We're gonna start in behavior, Lynn.
Okay.
Oh, what happened? Oh. Yep. Oh.
25 for like working with them, and then 5 minutes for notes. Already set
Oh,
aside.
thank you.
Yeah.
I said so.
I don't want to go through none of your stuff. I done told you to go back where you belong.
Grandpa, can you use something? Can you use something in the space right now to double down on that? What you just said to him?
Yes. Like, can that be also moving myself?
Say again?
Can that also be like moving myself, or do you want me to use an object?
Well, I'm just wondering, is there an object that can help double down that point?
Yes.
Okay, let's play. Use it.
I don't want to go through none of your stuff. I done
No,
told
no,
you.
no. That's an option. That's an option, Lynn. I'm wondering if there's any of his stuff that you can We'll tell Devil Clay that you don't want to go through any of his stuff. Yeah? Okay, let's start the behavior again, and when that line feels real, Lynn, you give it to him, right? Just make sure you're using it as tactic.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Text.
I don't want to go through none of your stuff. I done told you, go back where you belong.
Line,
I was just teasing.
I was just teasing you, woman. You can't take no teasing.
Something different?
15 minutes.
You can't take no teasing. I was just teasing you, woman. You can't take no teasing.
Go on and leave that piano alone. You ain't taking that piano out of my house.
This is my daddy's piano.
Not working.
This is my daddy's piano.
Repeat and do something
This is
different.
my daddy's piano.
Something else?
This is my daddy's piano.
Something else.
This is my daddy's piano.
Can you go out and find something to do, distance, and give it please again?
This is my daddy's piano.
Use the piano.
This is my daddy's piano. This is my daddy's piano.
Boy, Willie, you're gonna play around with me one too many times, and then God is gonna bless you, and West is gonna dress you. Now put that piano back over there. I done told you 100 times. 12 minutes. I'm not selling that piano.
I need this piano to get me some land. I need this piano to get me some land. I need to get Sutter's land. I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land. I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land.
It's not working.
I need this piano. I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land. To get Sutter's land. I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land. I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land. I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land.
That's not working.
I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land.
Not changing.
I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's
You
land.
gotta get on their side.
I need this piano to get me some money to get Sutter's land. To get Sutter's land.
10 minutes.
To get Sutter's land.
Money can't buy what that piano costs. You can't sell your soul for money. It won't go with the buyer. It'll shrivel and shrink to know you ain't taken onto it, but it won't go with the buyer.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about selling my soul. I'm talking about trading in that piece of wood for some land. To get something under your feet. Land the only thing God can make you know more of. You can always get yourself another piano.
It's working, it's working.
You can always get yourself another piano. Land the only thing God can make you know more of. You can always get yourself another piano. I'm talking about some land.
Not working. Get out of there. It's not working.
I'm talking about some land.
Get her to understand, get her
Yes.
to, get her to get it. You can never go back to that space anymore, because that hasn't worked ever. Something else.
I'm talking about some land. I'm talking about some land. Would you get something out the ground from? That's what I'm talking about. You can't do nothing with that piano just sitting up here in the house and sit up here and look at it. You can't do nothing with that piano but just sit up here and look at it. You can't do nothing with that piano, just sit up here and look at it.
That's just what I'm gonna do. That's just what I'm gonna do. That's just what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna tell you the way that I see it. I'm gonna tell you the way that I see it. I'm gonna tell you the way that I see it. The only thing that make that piano worth something is the comments Papa Willie Boy put on it. That's what make it worth something. That was my great granddad. Papa Boy Charles brought that piano into this house. Now I'm supposed to build off of what they left me. You can't do nothing with that piano sitting up in their house. So why do you want to stand in my way? You are just looking at the sentimental value. I can't be no fool about no sentimental value. Now, I need that piano to get Sutter's land. I can use
7 minutes.
I need that piano to get Sutter's land. I can go down and cash in the crop and get my seed. As long as I got the land in the seed, I'm all right. As long as I got the land in the seed, I'm all right. But I can always get me a little something else, because that give back to you. That give back to you. I can always get me another crop and cash that in. But that piano ain't worth nothing. And you ain't got nobody working for you. So the kind of man my daddy was, he would have understood that. And I'm sorry you can't see it that way. But that's why I'm gonna take this piano and sell it.
6 minutes.
I'm sorry, I am so sorry you can't see it that way. But that is why I'm going to take that piano and sell it. I'm sorry you can't see it that way. But that's why I'm gonna take that piano and sell it. I'm sorry you can't see it that way, but that's why I'm gonna take this piano and sell it.
You ain't taking this piano out of my house. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this piano. Mama Ola polished this piano with her tears for 17 years. For 17 years, she sat at this piano and rubbed on it till her hands bled. Then she mixed the blood in, mixed it up with all the other blood on there. Every day that God breathed life into her body, she rubbed and cleaned and prayed over it. Play me something, Bernice. Play me something, Bernice, every day. I cleaned it up for you. Play something for me, Bernice. You always talking about your daddy, but you never stop to think about what his foolishness cost your mama. You never stop to think about what his foolishness cost your mama. 17 years worth of cold nights and an empty bed for what? For a piano? For a piece of wood to get back at somebody? I look at you and you're all the same. You, Poppy Boy Charles, Whiny Boy, Doga Crawley. You're all alike, always thieving and killing and thieving and killing. And what did it ever lead to? More thieving and more killing.
I've done a little.
And ain't no good come of it. People getting shot, people being pushed down their own wells. It don't ever stop. Thieving and killing and thieving and killing and thieving and killing.
I've done a little bit of stealing here and there, but I ain't never killed nobody. I can't be speaking for nobody else, but you all gotta speak for yourself. I ain't never killed nobody. I've done a little bit of stealing here and there, but I ain't never killed nobody. You all gotta speak for yourself. I can't be speaking for everybody else, but
3 minutes.
I ain't never killed nobody. 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 You all gotta speak for yourself, because I'm not speaking for everybody else. I ain't never killed nobody. I ain't never killed nobody. I ain't never killed nobody. You all gotta speak for yourself, because I'm not speaking for everybody else. I ain't never killed nobody.
You killed Crawley just as sure as if you pulled the trigger.
See, that's ignorant. That is downright foolish for you to say something.
She didn't it?
That is ignorant. That is downright foolish for you to say something like
3
that.
minutes.
You ain't doing nothing but showing your ignorance. You ain't doing nothing but showing your ignorance.
Wait, pause. Okay. Some things that are working, some things that are not working. I think that I love the piano here. I think we have to put it on an angle, and I do think we have to get like some just a little movement just to justify the line to put it back over there. Yeah. Another thing I want to give you guys both license to do is you can tweak the pronouns for the piano. Pronouns for the piano. Like if you're sitting here, it can be this piano, and if you're there, it can be that piano. Cause I can hear you sort of like getting in your brains about that. Just go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So I think if we put the piano a little bit more on a diagonal. Right. So it is movable in the sense that Calvin, we can sort of like move it back just a little bit, so that at some point in time before that line, you can actually move the piano as a tactile. Does that make sense? And I think we have to have it on a diagonal so we don't lose so much of the story that you guys are giving us at the piano. Yeah?
I think that's one thing is, I was having trouble believing that he was going to kill me.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I could.
You could always!
No, I didn't know that it was like on wheels.
Oh, it is. It is. And also, like, I think it's fair game to not know if you can move it, and I go at any point in time that this feels foolish, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. So it's something that's happening with the energy exchange that I think is the scene feels like it's simmering without ever really cutting through. There are 2 moments that I feel like it cut through. Did you guys track any cut through moments? Yes, please, Lillian.
Lynn was landing her text on Calvin with the hairbrush, like touching him.
What else? Who's that, Bo? Oh God, Maya.
So when she said, look at this piano, like over and over again, she like physically like brought me.
Yes. Kara
When I never killed him, but he turned it into a bed.
turned into a.
A bed.
Yeah. Yes. Also, it was interesting to me a bed. I feel like this was a good example of how distance could also like be a more intense version of a tactic. Right? Naira, you track it? Like, I felt like that was actually a power play move of like, hey, I never, does that make sense? I feel like it was, so it's interesting. I think that's a good example of how I'm saying sometimes distance is the lean in for a new tactic. This is a good example because it opened up something which gave Calvin some, I don't want to say power, but certainly sort of authenticated his confession a little bit and what he was right, because it was like backing off of to support the truth in an interesting way. Yes, Maddie and then Tessa.
Yeah, one moment I saw was a big, win and land was from Lynn on, when she like whispered that you need to kill it.
Yeah.
That, because it was like so big before, and then the switch.
Yeah.
It really, really landed.
Yes, so these all friends are really, oh God, I don't want to say solid, good moments, yes? What can make them great right now is taking the air out of every tactic pivot. Does that make sense? Sometimes I'll say, for you, Calvin, I want you to spend some time with the text, saying the text all kind of ways. Because sometimes when you're trying to do something different, you get caught and like, you'll do something different with your body, but the vocal tonation will sound quite similar. Does that make sense? I think knowing that you can push this thing, and I think what I feel you're doing, Calvin, is like not wanting to be disrespectful and like that sort of keeping you more contained. You don't know what's disrespectful until you let Lynn teach you what's disrespectful rather than sort of going in with medical gloves does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because she will teach you and you're already reading her, so trust you reading her. So if you come in here, does that make sense? And then she'll teach you like, don't do that, right? That's a thought, okay? Lynn, you are sometimes taking him in, but like withholding anything as he is playing his tactic, right? And for me, I need you to respond immediately to winning or losing behavior, right? And sometimes you ice him out. Your job is to read that, even the nuance of it. And if she's not giving you anything, that's a loss. And you better does that make sense? And let the frustration of her not giving you actually anything. You like the job is not to nice it out. Right? Because you're playing to win enough, Calvin, that now I feel like we're playing to win so much that we're denying a little bit. Yes. And so you're swallowing like some fight tactics, some antagonistic tactics. And this is not about no antagonistic tactics. It's about, I'll give you one or two before you have to pivot out.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, why actually?
Yes,
I don't know,
please.
like, I feel like with the text, it's so
Uh-huh.
but with the text, like, it's like,
Well, when you're doing opportunity, but I think that's because of how you're taking him in, I'm not sure what you're processing when you're taking him in, why you don't have an immediate response, and it's very measured.
What he's supposed to know. Like I'm not.
Oh, then great, it's not a win.
Because it's like I'm reading it.
Uh-huh. You're almost there. Then great. Exactly.
I read
So stop helping him.
So start like, I don't like.
It's black or white.
It's
No,
gray.
that's the name of the game. Does that make sense? Because anything else is.
So yeah, so it's you here, and now you want to.
I wanted to plug in the thing. Yes, because it's your job to read if it's close, like, and you can read that better with you
Or like
just
when it's right.
listening rather
It's
than
like nighttime.
reading him to see if he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in general.
Are we still having this power?
That's if you feel and your body like it.
instrumentals.
Like,
Oh, are you doing?
I
it?
like played a.
Right, because anytime they are
Oh, then you search something about
what
it.
you're doing, it's like the thing keeps doing this.
I mean, I feel like it's fine if it has lyrics.
It's like the
Well,
engine is trying to
Sure,
start.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
What are you playing? Do you have lyrics?
It's just with your activities.
Can you find like
The thing that wants to each other. Yes, that's the only thing that's missing. Does that make sense? So we'll give this angle on the piano, so you can find more triangles to track. Now, I will. We boxes and have the mirror up. Does that make sense? Like the mirror upside. Make sense? Only because I like it not at rest. Because you found so much more to do when you move the hair to the piano, and that's because you learned in stasis. Make sense? So, yes, it's stasis. Right, so let's tweak that one more time, okay? And I think we can put it on this, I think we can change the mirror with the chair. So we'll have this piano here in the diagonal, yeah, and then the couch, and then the mirror, and then the chair. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, great, and I have some time before, well, actually, I may not have time before you start working with your TA, just because next week's not the bye week. But if I do, I will do a ground plan of what I think I'm trying to communicate.
Okay, got it.
Does that make sense? If both of y'all are feeling like your activation is simmering rather than releasing, I would assume that you are feeling that is simmering rather than releasing. I think we've got some payoff from the thieving, the killing, does that make sense? I think I'm done. The white
Right behind you, I'll get it out.
Was it 2 blocks high?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, tell me, stand over there, tell me if you want to.
Do you have it on the speaker?
Yeah.
Give me the speaker and I'll put it both by the window.
I'm at.
Yeah. You can put it a little, you can put it like one.
I'm just gonna sit there and finish that. How do you
Because you're angry and that
Okay.
means that black has to be smoked. Coming in your lip means you got. So you're always trying to go, look. That's it. That's it. I mean
It's all in
it.
here.
Does that make sense? Yes, because, Calvin's name and his
Tessa, can you do it for me?
set it up?
So he's managing his life energy as well.
But some of it's like black, I really
Does that make sense? And then that's why I'm here to coach you if you're too much in it.
I think
Yeah?
put my.
Okay, great. Let's play.
Yeah, we do it after we do it.
Yeah. Oh, a little glass menagerie. We want the record player or on the table or. We want the record player on the table. Okay, on the kitchen table. This is not the kitchen. Oh, okay, well, okay, great, then thank you.
Is this window business?
Oh, I was gonna,
I do have the chalk.
behind the couch.
Oh, lovely.
All of them?
Yeah.
I do have chalk. Would you like it?
I guess not, we're not using the windows generally.
Okay.
I have a good idea, but.
Like these Roblox. Am I lit? You're lit. Okay, great. Okay, so good space, Eric, Sarah. good triangle space. All of this triangulation, this little triangle here is nice. You can open up that triangle, pop it down here, right, and bomb, pop it down here, yes. You go up to the window, and I think if you look out the window, it's here, right, or here.
It's, wait, where, sorry?
You wanna play the corner,
I feel like this is, like, I don't know, like, it's like right.
okay, so if it's here, if it's not on an angle, then you just have to know,
Oh, this
That-
is, okay, it just, it was.
but that playing this is no bueno. You gotta play it here with your body on an angle, or here with your body on an angle. That's all, I just wanna make sure you play the triangle of the box.
Is this the window, like, I thought this was like the window itself, that was like. my-
Oh, no, this is like the window sill, the
When
window.
I changed the music, it's like.
Yes, so think of this.
He
as like
wanted
the
a
sill.
wall stick. I just.
Yeah. That's the friend.
I looked at.
When we use blocks to demarc, is demarcation that real thing?
Yeah.
Okay, when we use it as demarcation for a window, this is the seal, and the window would always be right. So whatever we put is just to make sure you know what the window seal is. Does that make sense? Okay, great, go. Awesome sauce. Let's track these and. Well, again, before I forget, well, actually, I have time since next week is not a bye week. Can you all, before you leave, go, if you've given me pictures, can you just put your play on the back of them? So, because I'm gonna create some little posters, but I would love to know, I just wanna make sure I know what play. Okay, great. Okay. Here we go. Can we just review these?
Yes.
Okay.
So my B is that I need you to verbally confirm that I'm not completely misinterpreting our relationship.
Not crazy or misinterpreting our relationship. And what do you have resting on that?
What do you mean?
Meaning, if you do misinterpret it, what does it mean?
Then my birth is exactly as I've always deemed it to be.
Ooh, tricky. I feel like I went through this with Lindsay because there's something about this that paints you as a weak person, and we don't want that.
Okay.
Okay, so how can we take it out of such of a deficit and put it in the possibility of a positive?
Like,
Oh, yes,
I feel like for my thing is to confirm the possibility that something could exist rather than like.
Okay, or else like
or else you don't believe it's
Yeah.
possible to
Yeah, I
be
will never
anything
have
else.
success.
Yes, does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. And I want you to think about the OCD nature of existence as also never getting a break from it. Does that make sense? Because if you can never like assume this identity of your whole self, and you know the burden of always having that pressure, it even being from yourself rather than other people. Okay, great. So that's what you're in here, hoping that he's gonna give you some proof of. Okay, great. Let me talk to Eric.
Also,
Yeah.
really quickly, just so you know,
Yes.
my activity has changed.
Okay, what's the new
Last
activity?
time we got rid of, we chose to get rid of the object, it just wasn't working.
Perfect.
Related to like my OCD, when I'm like stressing and overthinking, like I just have to like, I arrange everything that I own in a very specific way.
Okay.
So I mess it all up and then rearrange it, and I just like hyperfixate on that, so that is my activity.
Great, let's see if that will keep you dropped in to some activation, right? And that you will have a personal connection to if he fucks with it. Yeah.
Yes.
Just
not behind.
And what is your space in your current
About objective and obstacle is the
Okay.
embodiment of an imaginary relationship. And I'm not sure that's clear to all of you, that the object is trying to finish the activity, and in your boxes, the other person, that the obstacle, that's right, is the force that you have to continue to deal with until it consumes you. Does that make sense? Yeah, we've been doing that for 2 years.
Just don't, that's a kind of. No, the music.
Right, then it's in your read and in your A to present the options. You'll figure out. To make sure.
Is that anywhere?
And that's nothing but.
Yeah,
Right?
just don't
And
put
then
it.
we put out an option with a meeting and the other is not here.
Don't put it on the.
Great, all right, then let's play. Oh, okay. Eric, what should be?
To love herself.
K, what does it look like?
What does it look like?
Yes, please.
Yeah, confidence, speaking of, like, as in, like, wins and things like that.
Yeah, okay, because.
Her being able to leave the room, her being able to, like seeing her smile, things like that.
Yeah, I like this, except to love yourself is like, closure. So you have to have, like, what is some physical embodiment of what loving yourself might present as to know whether or not if you're winning or losing in the other person. So I would definitely say confidence, I would definitely say a strong backbone, yes. Okay, great. So I wonder if feeling whole and worthy, or some version of that, is a more clearer picture of love yourself. Because I think love yourself is activating as a moral compass thing to feel good about. But I don't know, Eric, if you can look and read Sarah moment by moment to know if you're winning on that. Does that make sense? Because I go, how can I, okay, she's not loving herself, maybe she's loving herself. Like, you see what I'm saying? But we want it to be very specific.
Yeah.
So what is the specificity of loving herself as you want it to present back to you? And that's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
So what is that?
Well, like some of the things I was going to seeing her stand up, like, get up, being like more motion.
Okay,
more
so
like
feeling
this.
wonderful about herself, that is better than loving herself.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I would-
Because you can read that, right, if she starts to talk bad about herself, if she gets amazing, because love is in the ear still requires a level of like processing as you read the person. But I want to take all that you need to process further than it is or is it ain't. I don't want you to have to process what you're reading to figure it out.
Sure.
Does that make sense? And I think love yourself is a little too esoteric and grand in nature. You would have to read and then be processing and asking, is this love?
I think that's right.
Is this love yourself? Rather than something more immediate.
Okay. I guess it's hard for me because like saying that or saying like the full for her to feel like that doesn't.
Do you wanna watch this one?
Not necessarily that, but it doesn't feel any more, any different.
Yeah. Okay, great. I don't necessarily need it to feel differently here. I need it to feel different and whether or not you can quickly assess if you're getting it. So you think you can quickly assess loving yourself?
What I'm saying is, I think the same things that I would be looking for
Uh-huh.
with the
Okay,
loving
that's right.
herself would be the same as like with her feeling whole of that.
Okay.
It's like, it's gonna be the qualities that I described.
Okay, great, okay.
But if it's not working, we'll take it.
I love it. As long as you know what it looks like, you can immediately assess
Yeah.
to have a tactic
They have
that
to change.
Okay, great, love it.
Yeah.
Okay, friends, a couple things. So, anytime there is space, 1 to 3 seconds between something landing and you playing something, that is too long and you are no longer in the moment. You are in your head, you are wondering, you are thinking, and action is not happening anymore. Does that make sense? You do not need to be concerned about playing the wrong tactic. That's why I'm here, and your other person will always definitively let you know if you're winning or you're losing. Does that make sense? Your job is to read the other person breath by breath and not to do anything that the other person or the need to finish the activity is not inspired. Does that make sense? The trick is how to constantly read and constantly bend text in the moment. Again, I want to say, you can bend text within the same line. You can bend text within a word. You can bend text from one syllable to the other. What? Does this make sense? Yes. So if you're connected to this and it's like a string and there's no separation between what you're feeling and what is prompting you to do, you are in a sweet spot. That's what.
Do you have someone on text?
Lovely.
Should I get, Sarah?
Yes, please. And you can let Sarah know as soon as she enters we're starting. Text when you found a prompt that will help you win.
It sure does shine.
I shouldn't be partial, but he is my favorite one. 13 minutes.
What kind of thing is this supposed to be? What kind of a thing is this supposed to be?
Haven't you noticed the single horn on its forehead?
A unicorn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Unicorns, aren't they extinct in the modern world?
Don't get tested if you don't feel like it.
I know.
Must,
I don't think you would.
poor little fellow must feel sort of lonesome, right?
I don't know if you're winning.
Little fellow will feel sort of lonesome. Poor little fellow, he must feel sort of lonesome.
Well, if he doesn't complain about it. He stays on the shelf with some other horses who don't have horns, and they all seem to get along nicely.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?
Well, I haven't heard any arguments among them.
Arguments, huh?
Well, then,
Well, that's pretty good. Where shall I set this?
put it on the table. Here, I like to change the scenery once in a while.
Look at how big my shadow is when I stretch. Look.
Yes, it stretches across the entire scene.
That win?
I think it stopped raining. Where did the music come from?
From the Paradise Dance Hall across the alley.
How about cutting the rug a little, Miss Winfield? Cutting the rug a little?
I can't dance.
There you go, that inferiority stuff.
I've never had it in my life.
Just try, come on, just try. Just try, come
But
on.
I sat on you.
I don't think it's out of glass. I'm not made out of glass. I'm not made out of glass.
Gotta entice her in a different way.
I'm not made out of glass.
Okay, how
Okay? Come on.
do we start?
Just leave it to me, okay? You just put your arms out. Put your arms out.
This.
No. A little higher, like this. There you go. Okay. Now, the main thing is just don't tighten up. Okay? Just relax.
Well, it's hard not to.
Okay. Line?
I'm afraid you can't budge me.
I'm afraid you can't budge me.
Oh, what do you want to bet I can?
Wait, pause. I'm afraid you can't budge me. Yes, don't get locked in to like we have to date. You're here. I'm afraid you can't budge me. And that is a good way to get out of there. Yes, honoring. Just Sarah, there's nothing in my soul that believes that with these things still out on the floor that you're comfortable, okay? So it's his job to make the dance undeniable. If you ever feel like you're suffering to appease him, you're being nice, and I didn't ask you to be nice. I didn't tell you you had to at all. Does that make sense? There is some level of your A that, because right now, I feel you being annoyed with Eric. I don't want to get in. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say because I had to bring salad. Okay, great. Okay. It was so cut, like once I got over it, there was like, okay, great. So, I think that whatever the A is, I'm interested in us honoring the annoyance, but how we pivot and land may be different because of the A.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I don't want you to lock up in any way. I just want you to be conscious when you pivot and try to land something, remember who he is and still try to land. Does that make sense? Okay, Eric,
Yeah.
for me, you are glossing over moments because you are not breathing in everything she does in every tactic that you land. So I get a little general sense of enthusiasm. Or does that make sense? Rather than as she is doing things, I want you to think about you gotta get her whole energy.
Yeah.
And right now you're settling for like a look or a hair toss or as like reason to go on. And I'm like, no. Because you're not gonna get what you need, which is very intentional if you're glossing out and like glossing out on the awkwardness to get to the next tactic.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense? So if she doesn't want to dance, right now, try to get her to dance. And use everything that you have. Sarah, don't dance with him unless you feel like you want to dance.
Okay.
Here we go. Start from where's the music coming from?
Where's the music coming from?
Did she answer?
10 minutes.
Where's the music coming from? Where's the music coming from?
From the paradise.
Great, let's try it again. Where's the music coming from? Let's see what happens. Again, keep going. Sarah, keep going. Where's the music coming from?
Oh, where's the music coming from?
Not
Where is this music coming from?
Oh, what if you do a little dance to the music?
Where is this music coming from? How about cutting the rug a little, Miss Wingfield? Huh? How about cutting the rug a little?
I can't dance. I can't dance.
Oh, there you go, that inferiority stuff.
Okay, I've never danced in my life.
Come on, try.
How do I start?
Okay, great. So, yes, did you feel the real success
Yeah.
of the little pot of gray?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in this moment, it feels like a win, but it's a semi-win because you are, and I believe, Eric, that you've got more tactics to get her.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I see. So it's like it gives some context to it. It can be so it should be distortion, right? It should be like yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, wait, let's pick it up same place.
From where?
Where we just try.
From come on, try. Is that what it is?
Okay, what's the line before come on try?
I can't. It's like I can't
I've never
dance.
danced in my life.
Okay, great, yeah, let's start. You keep cleaning, right? And you keep working, Eric. So you can get in the line, Sarah, anytime it feels like it's her. And Eric, you're in behavior, still trying to get her to dance, to hear the music, to.
I've never danced in my life.
Yeah, try.
Come on, try. Try.
Should I stop?
I'm not made out of glass.
Sure, you're not made out of glass.
I'm not made out of glass. I'm not made out of
Keep
glass.
working.
I'm not made
Use
out
it
of
to
glass.
win. I'm not made out of glass.
I'm not made out of
I
glass.
can prove it.
I'm not made out of glass.
Fall.
I'm not made out of glass.
Fall. Fall. Are you made out of glass? I don't know.
I'm not made out of glass.
Okay, great. You can do this. Can you try? Keep going.
I'm not made out of glass.
Oh, look, you got her hand in hand with that.
Just leave it to me, okay? Just you put your arms on.
Like this.
8
minutes.
There you go. All right, now the main thing is don't hang up, okay?
Or not to.
Okay.
I'm afraid you can't budge me.
What do you want to bet I can? What do you want to bet I can? What do you want to bet I can? What do you want to bet I can?
Uh-oh.
Goodness, yes you can.
Okay, not so stiff. Easy does it. Just like it. Just like it.
I'm trying.
There you go. Okay, not so stiff. Not so stiff.
No way she can let go, honestly, in this. Oh, shut up. Okay, great. So, this is nice, but I don't want you to have to act this. Okay? So, if you're dancing, shall we? Raise, right? What are ways that she can actually be stiff as maybe not so stiff, not so stiff, okay? Oh, not so stiff, okay? Look, does that make sense? And so, it's really area.
I'm not putting this word in first, I just wanted it in specific one.
Sometimes you're fighting Yeah, that is wrong.
Yeah.
in your body.
It's interesting to like,
Let
it's like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Right?
I'm not like suppressing anything, like, it's so it's like,
You know, but like,
how do I?
Maybe let's have the city corner one on the
Like,
side.
maybe with us, try that one.
I can just do this myself.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add like a
Yes, yeah,
small
because I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I want to handle. Yes.
Yeah.
And
And then we wanna.
that's the beginning to the level. That makes sense. Which is too big until it's too tight itself.
Right.
So, like for me, that's what I think opens up into my brain and what I'm trying to do.
Excuse the fuck out of me, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, this isn't your first one.
And that is like,
That is mine, that is mine.
right, that's hard. I want you to think less big.
Max, you have something to say?
Got a lot.
How to connect to your feet. I want you to look at your go back to your feet and think about all the steps to lead,
Lights of
to
the.
lead up, to lead up to the. Yes, because I think, one, the first thing that we walk in here, what do you
Yeah.
She's intentionally doing something that is not what you came here to do.
No, that's fine.
Does that make sense? And similar to the note that I'm getting sour about her A with you, being divorced. That makes sense? So we want to get her to be willing to.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
It's not you.
What's your problem?
It wasn't you. Okay, I said this there. Okay, no, is it not even you? Okay, so sorry. Great job. Okay.
Wait, I thought that was.
He lives and lives. Right? And I'm gonna remember that just the thing that and start to like. Yeah. Yeah, no, you wanna make me go, and you know what, if you write the escalation list, that will help you, so when you get on it, you know what.
Hi, Mr. Max, how are you doing?
Or I know, do not connect it to mine, just connect it to what you gotta get first to get to
It was alright.
loving yourself.
But how is that, how do I, because obviously like, how do we figure out what steps individually?
Yeah, I think I want you to just start with coming in and assuming she's super busy getting tips.
Yeah, so
That's your start.
No attention, how do I?
Yes, and also I think that she is super intense and serious.
Everybody got a light
when you walk in,
That is actually.
right? And then just see what we're coming from, right? And every time you do something that feels like a week, then you know something's missing. For instance, if I go from understand to absolute accept, something's missing. Because understand is a very low level to fully accept it.
But if that jump happens, then does that mean?
But it can happen here in person, but right now you're just giving yourself.
Oh, you're saying.
I have that
Okay,
okay.
but if that jump happens.
Exactly, because you're gonna read that from her, and if it happens to jump, then here we go.
Yeah, what if
Great, then you can.
And then it's just like here.
No, well, first of all, I doubt we're gonna get that fast. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you get her to loving yourself, I then think you gotta, then this is where your imagination is. it to get her to prove it to you.
Yeah, actually, I just got this. Okay, this makes sense.
Okay, yes? Okay, good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Excuse me.
He's speaking the way.
It's so weird that he's now starting talking.
He's telling
Like,
Patrice, you have a light. You have a lighter.
oh, is that it for this thing?
No, that's it for your notes for that.
Oh,
So
lovely.
you're good.
I'm on time. I don't have a lighter. I think I left it in my office, but let me double check.
I feel like Lynn kind of did.
Live.
Oh. Live. I saw the picture.
Yes, I can.
Let them know.
That's my dream role is Mimi.
It would be so good.
Me, but I can't sing. So I have to wait for the next film and see if they will let me lip sync.
Right.
Also, assuming that they will not think I'm too old and still let me play it. So it's a lot of things. It's about what if. Can you sit there? Okay.
Max, if you think we're going to our house,
Do you want the house or?
how many minutes?
Do you just want that?
Max, come into my house.
Oh, there we go. Okay, tell me where, oh, okay, so this is where we are. Okay, Liam, where are you here? Oh, where are you?
Entering.
Lovely. What's this over here?
That's it.
Oh, it's bed. Okay, great. Okay, can we chat bees?
It's in the trap. The trap.
Bees in the trap.
Listen, I need y'all to bees in these bees. I need y'all to bees in this activation. Okay, here we go.
Okay, my B is to work and act fast.
Okay. Oh. That's what you need from Liam?
Yes.
Okay, explain that a little bit to me,
Of
what it feels like to you.
this is kind of what we were talking about last time a little bit, but I need him to see in me that I am okay. It's kind of that last, I said I need my last pill in the Tylenol jar to work and act fast, or I'm gonna feel this pain.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Okay, so it's slightly esoteric, but I know what you mean by that.
Okay.
Okay, great. So work and act fast. Yeah. So that also, that suggests some internal urgency, that I just want you to remember, right? Work and act fast, right? So it's not dilly-dallying around,
We don't have
okay?
time.
Exactly, okay, great. And the goal is to feel whole, to feel better, to feel like you can conquer what's next. Okay, great, lovely. And you're entering in the space. Talk to me a little bit about what you started yesterday, about you entering the space.
Okay, I changed it again since.
Oh, lovely, great.
Because I was I totally put myself in the deficit.
Okay.
But this time I didn't. Basically, I just got off the phone with Joe, and he chewed me out for I'm not for the Valium, but the Valium in this is kind of the way that I deal with my anxiety and how I manage that is to kind of give myself space to fully do it. And he got upset with me. He thinks it's harmful and it's not good. And he's I'm coming home right now to talk to you face to face, and I can't let him know that I've been stressed out. So my activity once I enter the space is I have 15 minutes to calm down and bring myself back. I'm taking off my makeup, I'm putting on comfy clothes, I'm taking off my jewelry.
Oh, I see.
I have 15 minutes to do this because he can't know that I was very, very worked up.
Lovely. So this in your mind is your space to come in and do that.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, that's okay, great. Okay, I think I get it. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna chat with Liam for 2 seconds. Sarah, I have some notes. Sorry.
Oh, they're all there.
Okay.
Oh, this, by the way, is a great job of making the space yours and look like a living room.
Oh, yes,
And
it
a real
is.
living room that real people live in.
Great. Can we take a photo of this?
The crystals are.
I'll send it to Lynn. She's keeping track of everything.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Actually, did we get one of the last?
Oh, someone did. Oh, Tessa did.
Oh, great, okay.
Pop it in the group chat too, just like examples of making it look homely. I noticed that.
And I think it has a lot to do with colors. Too.
Yeah, I don't see color, but I got
Yeah. Oh.
you. Yeah, I am colorblind.
Liam, what's your reading?
Make me whole.
Okay. Okay. So, what are you reading in her? So what's the hook and how you're pivoting for that with everyone? Because I think I understand,
Yeah.
but you've got a lot of anti-lines.
Yeah.
So,
I-
yeah.
Because originally I had see me, but we talked about changing it to making me whole
Mhm.
because there are lines where she says like more like anti things about me
Mhm.
and me wanting her to recognize even those things. And
And say yes and,
Yeah.
not it'll get away.
right.
Okay. So what if we do one more tweak and get her to see you as whole?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And why that is so important, Liam, is because nobody in your life is seeing you as anything but a disease, as a patient, as a burden, as some parasite, as like nobody is seeing you as whole,
Yeah.
right? And anybody you share everything with runs. So I think a lot of like what your pivot is when you're trying to land, some of it is landing and waiting to make sure she doesn't run,
Mhm.
right? Or watching her to see if she makes any face or if she recoils because that's a loss.
Mhm.
Okay, great, okay, let's play. I think a general rule with folks that have the activity is know that the activity is always there to help you transition out of any confrontation or any dealings with the other person that you don't want to give them. Right? It is a great way to say, I am not doing this with you right now. Okay, let's go. Can we let Lil know she can come in? No, let me ask, Eric, can you let Lil know she can come in because we have on shoes?
I forgot my headband. But
Okay.
I will have it.
Okay.
Anytime.
Thank you.
She's not there?
Okay.
Yeah, she runs. I think Eric was doing time, but if you want to do this, fine, just so you don't have to do it. Eric said he was gonna do it, but.
Yeah, you can do it,
Me?
or
No,
who's
Lynn-
doing it?
Lynn, is you doing it?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my hallucination? What are you doing in my hallucination?
I'm not in your hallucination, you're in my dreams.
You're wearing makeup. You're wearing makeup.
So are you.
You're a man.
Landon,
You're a man.
don't get texted if you want to.
You are a man.
Unless you want to.
You're a man. You're a man. You're a man. You're a man.
If you're frustrated, you can give her some text. You just gotta land it.
You're a man. You're a man.
The hands and feet give it away.
Repeat,
The hands and feet give it away.
land it.
The hands and feet give it away.
I don't understand this. If I haven't met you before, are you some sort of imaginary friend?
Really ask him.
Are you some sort of imaginary friend?
Aren't you too old to have an imaginary friend?
Land it.
Aren't you too old to have an imaginary friend?
I have emotional problems. I took too many pills. Why are you wearing makeup?
I was in the process of applying a face. I swiped the new fall colors at the clean counter at Macy's.
You stole these? You stole these? You stole these?
It was an emotional.
Wait, pause. Okay, yes, and. Hey, little, don't get caught talking at Liam. Does that make sense? And talking through him is what we need. And the only thing that, but it just sometimes the level of volume, I don't know how much you need with what the energy is giving. So just be conscious of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The absurdity of this is really working. You gotta stop hiding. Every time you land, you don't stick around to see if she is getting the hint or not. And you know what that is? That is escaping being vulnerable. Friends, the most vulnerable part of your scene will always be when you are playing a tactic all the way through, and the moment that you have to sit with whether or not this person is gonna give you a win or a loss. That is what we watch theater for. We think we watch it for the text. We are watching it to see you be naked and wait to see if the other person is going to pick up or reject what you're giving. And that, friends, is where I get to see all of your individual selves. That's not the character, that's not the play. Does that make sense? And when you do linger, it's because you are hungry and you do not want to be seen and you don't want to risk losing. And you don't have time to play those games. Right? Because if you don't get what you get right now, then you die incomplete and unseen. Does that make sense? So right now, a lot of attacks are to deflect rather than to pivot to get what you want. Does that make sense? Great, where do we leave off, Rachel?
Sorry.
It was after you're a man?
You stole these.
Oh, you stole these. Okay, great. What's after that?
I was out of cash. It was an emotional emergency.
Okay, great. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up in behavior. Let's pick it up in behavior. Lil, you may give the line, you stole these winning deals. Like, it's useful to try to get a win because you haven't been able to get one in behavior. Does that make sense?
And
Yes, great. He is in your space, in your hallucination, with your mirror. Who is he? What is this thing? Text.
you stole these? You stole these. You stole these.
Every time it's silent, here it's not working.
You stole these. You stole these.
It was an emotional emergency.
Joe's gonna be so angry. I promised him no more pills.
Great, where did that come from?
he talked about an emotional emergency and it reminded me why I'm in the space.
I hear it, however, you didn't pivot, instead you broke away to give me something. Does that make sense? When that was an invitation, as you say, right? So just based off of your B, how do you answer that invitation? Does that make sense? Great, let's start in behavior. And when you feel inclined to confess, because you feel, Lil, because Lil is giving you something that makes you feel like you can share in behavior. That's not it. How can you get him to give you a space to confess?
Joe will be so angry. I promised him no more pills. Joe will be so angry. I promised him no more pills. Joe will be so angry. I promised him no more pills.
These pills you keep alluding to?
Valium. Valium. Lots of Valium.
Time.
Valium. I take Valium, lots of Valium.
5 minutes.
Valium, I take Valium, lots of Valium.
And you're dancing as fast as you can?
Well, I'm not addicted. I don't believe in addiction. I never drink and I never take drugs,
Well, smell you, Nancy Drew.
except for Valium.
Pause. Tell me what was going on right before that, William.
Right.
Before smell, you said it is actually dancing.
And you're dancing as fast as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. And there was like a little bit of like a laugh
yeah,
that you went right back to the mirror
yeah.
rather than leaning into what your impulses are trying to get you to do, which is to connect.
Yeah,
Do you feel that?
yes.
And
I like,
why do you deny it? Cause my question, my friend, like, this goes back to like when we picked up with the confession, I go, if she needs you, is that not seeing you as
yeah,
whole, as a real person enough to actually like, first of all, she's being close to you.
mhm,
Nobody is close to you. Nobody touches you.
mhm.
Does that make sense? And she's in your personal space, she's not running. Lil, for me, I go, yes, and you were 2 degrees away from a full, which I wonder if that would have been undeniable. Right? At some point in time, it looked like you were almost laying in his lap, and I go, why not? Right? I need you to feel how that Joe line was much more aligned with your B than the first. Than the first pass. Oh, does that make sense? Yeah. And it prompted you to actually go to zoom in to Liam rather than zoom out. Right? Anything that makes you do that is a good direction, and I want you to start to use that as your North Star. Does that make sense? And I don't care if we have to zoom out to zoom in, that's what repetition is for. Okay? Liam, for me, there are golden moments in here, but I think you're on the fence around if it's something that's a win or a loss.
Yeah.
What do you feel?
I am feeling that like my activity is like taking up a lot of my attention. Like
It's designed to.
yes, it's pulling me very strongly in this way, in the way that I feel like I'm not able to give Lil's attention, but then like, and I get how giving her attention will ultimately allow her to see me as well, but I'm having a hard time like connecting with her in that
Yeah.
way.
I think you have to put yourself in a deficit more of like the lack of human contact. I think that that's why it's not registering as important enough to keep you balancing between. Because ideally, whatever you're doing has the potential to make you feel whole and human and live. And the activity is there for when you're not getting it from Leo, because if she's not gonna give it, you've got to finish it. So I don't want to take the activity away or try to weaken the activity. I want to figure out how we can infuse more meaning to just, I think it's the bare minimum of having somebody in your space and having somebody touch you and so I think you've got to go home and you've got to journal and really create the world of isolation. I told you, my first semester here, I went like 3 months without touch. It was such a shocking thing when I was then touched and was like, and all of a sudden I just started crying. But that's because I'm living my life, not even, does that make sense? And that's a hard thing to find. If I had not had that experience, I don't think I would be able to help you to talk you into it. But how can we make just the idea of somebody sharing breath with you as a huge win? Because I think that's what we need to do. I want the pull for the activity to be as strong as it is, but I also have to, I think I just want you to be as taken aback with her in this space and be, like processing in the moment. Is she see? Does that make sense? And right now, I think we're getting caught in like, I don't know what to do when I'm laying or pivoting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so because of that, I don't think it's infused with as much impact.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I believe that your impulses have a better idea just because of sort of like when you're lingering in that vulnerable space, sort of the little, reverberations, right, of your tactics, how we experience them, right? And that's just subconscious stuff that's coming out of your body, sounds, etc. after you try to land it, yeah? Like, so there is something in you that is pushing you and motivating you to try to connect. How can we pump up the storytelling so we get more of that?
Yeah.
Make sense? Yeah, great. So, I think, Lil, there's first of all, I love how you walk into this thing and what you're expecting and how you're dealing with it not being what you need it to be. Does that make sense? The reason why I gave Lynn another time is because we started to lose that, right? Of like, I'm in here and I have a certain timetable that he's gonna come. So I want you to have a watch or something so that time is real. Okay? Yeah. Because I think that's the only thing that's keeping your activation sort of like simmering rather than exploding is because we're losing the fact that like he's got to engage with you. He's got to make you feel better. He's got to work and you gotta work fast. Does that make sense? How you can help yourself is as soon as you reach silence, keep going. Keep changing. Right? I think that's my note for everyone today. As soon as you feel that the person is actually being silent, and it actually doesn't take as long as you think, some of you are going 1,000. Are they really being silent to 1,000? Right? I know 1,000. Right? And then your job is to not have any space between 1,000 and trying something different and always using Liam. Does that make sense? When you are invested in Liam and reading Liam, your tactics are interesting and feel like connected to a need while being diverse, right? When when you feel that disconnection, you start to zoom out and it becomes for us, with us, rather than just him. Does that make sense? The more you invest in him, the actual funnier / entertaining the scene is. Does that make sense? When you zoom out, you get a amusement, right? But when you came in the way that you did and how you dealt with him was like, it was like a crack up. It was a crack up, right? But that was born not from your relationship with us, but from the relationship with him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So keep dialing into Liam. He is the key to what you want to be good at. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Great. So, Liam, you're going to track for me why you are hiding. This is reality one. What is stopping you from wanting us to see you, from wanting Will to see you, and from risking us seeing how something can hurt or make you happy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And this is a challenge that you did not have in the proof scene. But this is a very exposing scene, and I'm interested in you exposing as much more than you've ever exposed. Yeah, that's gonna require you paying yourself in the deficit, not against your self-worth, but how people have treated you. There is a documentary called Paris is Burning. Okay, great, I would love for you to rewatch that.
Okay.
There's also a new documentary, it's called Patient Zero. I would love for you to find that and watch that. I need you to get some of other people's experiences in your body so that you can find a reality one layer for that kind of grief, for that kind of isolation, and for that kind of internalization of other people's disgust when you are in the most vulnerable time of your life. Because that's where you gotta start with this scene. Does that make sense? I think what we have now is sort of a good test of pinch and ouch based in technically what you two people want. The next level is I need you to bake all the activation that you can in your prep work so that when you start, you are open wounds or old wounds that have one layer of what is it? Scab. Does that make sense? So I need you to be on the verge before you get here. And I don't want you to act it. I want it to be living and breathing in you. Does that make sense? Great. Triangles are your friend. Yes. There are more angles that you have on Liam. Yeah, you got this. You got this lovely shoulder, right? Oh, I didn't even know you had this. You got this. Yeah. Play the angles, play the triangles, okay? Liam, if you're gonna get out of there, right? I'm not mad at a cross out to then cross over, right? Which will give me the triangle, and keep you open. Does that make sense? I think right now that's the only thing that I see how we can continue to open it up. Yeah, there was a point for me, like you grab the mirror, but I wonder if you grab these, okay. Oh, you saw these, okay. This. Does that make sense? Yes, not to break them, but truly, oh Lord, oh Lord. No, I can't stand when my palate breaks. See, I'm still. But not to harm his things, but really to invest what you these. And right, and that gives you more activity to keep going if you have to keep bending text to get him to respond. Does that make sense? Any thoughts, questions, comments for me?
I don't think so.
You okay? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Everything you're saying, I'm like, yes.
Right, it feels good.
It feels good.
It feels good.
It's going good.
Yeah, and also friends, I think we took the time to really do a deep dive and sort of like where this thing needs to live in like from how we start in the beginning, right? And now this is like the second pass of like, how do we then just let the soil, how do we keep reaching deeper underground so that my thought is, once you have once all the rain and all the things have seeped deep down into the earth, you're going to get an effortless pinch and ouch that is connected. So I'm less worried about the outcome and more worried or just wanting to make sure that you guys go and do the work and then be happily surprised by how it sustains your next blocking rehearsal. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. Friends, where am I on time?
You got 3 minutes left.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so because next week is not a bye week, again, lovely. We will not have lab next week. We will not have lab this week. Yes, tomorrow.
No love.
No lab tomorrow. We will pick up on Monday with blocking rehearsals on Wednesday, and then I will figure out if we need lab next Thursday to continue blocking.
Hey, what about Monday?
Oh no, we're blocking Monday. Oh, I mean blocking on Monday and Wednesday.
Oh.
Yes.
So lab from now on is being utilized as like further class time, like.
It can be. At some point in time, I'm going to break lab into your prep for R&P. I'm just trying to figure out what's the most convenient time to do that. Yeah. So I want to, and it's possible, depending on what the blocking schedule looks like, it's possible that we'll tackle it on Thursday, next Thursday, not this Thursday. Okay, for those of you who have blocked with me, the expectation is between now and or definitely by week, you want to have extended that blocking rehearsal with one of the TAs, okay? Just to get further than our initial imprint, yes? My goal is, once we get into rehearsals, that I have days and evenings just to hold rehearsals of you running scenes and I'm giving you notes. Does that make sense? You'll get one round of rehearsals and notes from me before Open Studio. Right now, Open Studio will probably be the week after, it will be the beginning of the week, We'll have bye week, we'll have a week of rehearsal, and that next week, we will have our Open Studio. Does that make sense? And if not, I will take some time during bye week to just give you dates so you know what it looks like on the calendar.
So, Open Studio is the week after bye week, is that what you said?
No,
The week after the week.
the week after the week, yes.
And after the week after bye week.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, I reserve the right to change that if I host evening rehearsals during bye week. Then I will not have rehearsals the week after bye week, and we will go right into Open Studio. It's just about bandwidth and also learning what the heck this bye week is. Yes.
So Open Studio happens, and then do you continue to have this class?
Of course, Open
Okay.
Studio happens, and then you will transition into your Rockstar Icon.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm hoping that the bye week is a good break to give you some time to think about those things, because right after Open Studio, you need to have that decided, and you need to have that material, you're welcome, the material that you're going to perform of that Rockstar Icon, you need to have that decided. Okay, at least 2 options, right? I do not want us to go after Open Studio into, do you think I should? Okay, you should already be percolating on some good ideas. Yes,
And it doesn't have to be like a singer, right? It can be like a speech
it can be a speech.
or like an interview.
I'd rather speech rather than interview, because interview means that somebody else has to be on stage, and it's
Okay.
really about you taking up the entire space with your presence.
Okay.
Does that make sense? If you do speech, I just want you to track what you're going to be in the mix with. So like, if you do a speech from Thurgood Marshall, you might be sandwiched between Andre 3000 and like Cher.
Right.
So just be aware of that when you're choosing the speeches, that you want them to be moments that you have to elevate into. Does that make sense? It's sort of larger than life moments, rather than just like my presidential speech.
Right.
On the pulse of the morning.
Right.
Which is my anyway, I'm waiting for Claire too. Okay, great. That's all I have, I think, friends. If I have more, I will send you an email. Lovely. If you have more for me, I'm assuming you will send me an email. Awesome. Thank you for some good work. Hasta luego.
Thank you.
Sure. Can you do the lights for me? Oh, okay. Put them in the folder. Yeah. The folders. Okay, they're on the shelf. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, and that's where I talked about that, and I just want to track whenever you find those spaces. Then I also have like my little project of figuring out how to get them easily like posted, so that there's a way that we can take it out. It's not, you don't see a green folder over there? Yep, it's that little plastic folder. Is that random?